Are we live? Are we live? Yes, we are live. Once again, what's good, good people? You know who this is. Travell C.W. Lynch, Mr. What, here with 31 days of prosperous perspectives, ideas that will help you to see a more successful 2022. Guys, wow, it's already day 9. I told you, man, time is not waiting, it's moving. The new year will be here before you know it. That rhymes. Yes, the new year will be here before you know it. So, guys, it's in this month that we must focus in. It's in this month that we must prepare to have a successful 2022. Today's idea, here it is, guys. And like I told you, I'm taking note. So I encourage you to take notes each and every day. Idea number 9: don't mistake movement for progress. That's right. Don't mistake movement for progress. What does that mean? Okay. As we are going about our goals, our dreams, our visions, when we are putting hand to plow this year, when we are tracking along and moving forward in our pursuit of success, I want you guys to know that movement does not necessarily equate to progress. Okay. Many times we mistake the fact that we are simply active, right? And there's a lot that you can learn from just being active, from just taking, as Tony Robbins might say, taking massive action. By just taking action, there's a lot of lessons that you can learn from that. So it's not a bad thing to just take massive action. My point is, and what the point of this idea is don't fool yourself. Don't mistake. Don't get caught up in and be deceived by just because you're moving around a lot, because you're doing a lot, that you're actually creating momentum and progress and actually seeing success. Now, I want to share with you something that my wife and I are doing right now. If you haven't caught any of the earlier ideas, you can definitely go back, whether you're on Facebook or whether you are on YouTube. We are on day 9, but you can go back and look at the other days, right? 1 through 8. And I think I might have mentioned it in a previous day, but right now, my wife and I, we're training for this half marathon, right? And so in training for the marathon, there are what they call benchmarks, right? There are, you run 3 miles one day. The next day, you might do strength training. The next day, you might run 6 miles. The next day, you might do strength training. The next day, you might run 9 miles, right? But there is a very systematic approach to building up the strength, the conditioning, the stamina that it's going to require for us to finish the 13.1 miles on race day. Here's my point. Next year, 2022, when you're going after your success, you must create, well, you don't have to do it. I'm just advising you to do it. Create a, what am I calling it here? What did I call it? A tracking system, right? Whether it's in your phone, whether it's on your computer, whether it's good old pen and pad, a way of setting benchmarks and a way of seeing steady progress. That way, a whole month doesn't get away from you, or a whole first quarter doesn't get away from you, or you look up and it's June and half the year is gone already, and half the year has gotten away from you, and you really haven't seen much progress because you've been moving around a lot, but you haven't taken steady, consistent steps, right, in the right direction to really build upon, to really catch fire and build the momentum that you need to ultimately realize the success that you desire. So here's 2 thoughts that I want to add to this idea. Number 1, you cannot elevate what you do not evaluate. I'll say that again. You cannot elevate what you don't evaluate. If you're just moving around a lot and hoping that success shows up, you're just doing a whole lot with no true direction, and there's no tracking system to actually show progress. And as a side note, when you track success, right? Let's say, for example, someone's trying to lose weight and they diet for the first week and they drop 2 pounds. Well, if you don't look at the scale and see that you drop 2 pounds, you're not very motivated, because from a physical perspective, maybe much hasn't changed. But if you're looking at that scale, you knew that you were, let's say, 175 and now you're 173. Now you're able to see progress because you're tracking it with some sort of system. And now you're motivated and you're inspired to continue down that path because you see that what you're doing is working. Does that make sense? What you're doing, it's working. So now you know, okay, I'll keep doing this thing because this thing is actually creating results. Okay. And so if you're not evaluating, right, what it is that you're doing, right, whether it's your business, ministry, personal goal, whatever it is, right, if you're not evaluating it, there's no way for you to elevate. There's no way for you to get better. There's no way for you to compound the efforts, right, to see maximum effort, right? So you cannot elevate, right? You can't take to the next level what you're not evaluating. So evaluate your success steps. Evaluate it. Give it 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Look at your progress. Is it working? Is it getting you the results that you want? Is it getting you closer to your goal? If it's not, then you can step back, reevaluate, try something different. If it is working, great. You know that you're on the right path and you can keep going. The second idea, you cannot maximize what you don't manage. Guys, you cannot maximize what you don't manage. You have to manage success. Success is managed, right? It's like a manager on a job. They're overseeing the timeline. They're overseeing the people that are working on the project. They're overseeing, right, the conversations and the communications. They're overseeing, right, the implementation of the project and the things that go into that project, right? So think of your success like a project plan. Are you managing it? Are you overseeing it? Are you keeping close watch and close count over all of the components that go into the success that you're looking to create in your life? So let me give you the rundown, guys, and then I gotta bounce. Here it is. Don't mistake movement for progress. Just because you're moving a lot does not mean that you are experiencing success. Okay, it does not mean that you are actually making progress simply because you're moving a whole lot. I could be moving like this all day long. I'm doing something, I'm activated, I'm doing something, but I'm not getting any closer to my goal or to my dream. I know that that makes sense. Again, create a success tracking strategy or plan. Track it. You have to track it. And here's the 2 thoughts that I gave you today. Number 1, you cannot elevate next level. You cannot elevate what you don't evaluate. You have to consistently evaluate the steps that you're taking towards your goal, towards your dream. Number 2, you cannot maximize what you don't manage. You got to manage it, guys. You got to manage it. You got to look it over. You got to keep close watch. You got to keep your eye on the prize and make sure that if there's people that's helping you, are they in alignment? Are the tools that you're using, are they in alignment? The time management components, are they in alignment? Are these things lining up to get you, boom, to hit the target, to hit the goal? The only way that you're going to know that is by managing it. That's it, guys. Love you. Praying for you. Believing in you. This is Travell C.W. Lynch. Mr. What? Try to grab my cap, man. Where's my cap? There it is. Yeah. Mr. What? Coming at you live, man. 31 days of prosperous perspectives. Today is day number 9. Hope and pray that it added value, made sense, inspired you, motivated you, built you up, edified you, did something for you, and most importantly, did something within you. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. I'm out. Peace.